warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce our group. Our group is Group D that consists of 5 members. The first one is me as the leader, FATIMA ZAHRA. The second one is AQILAH. The third one is AISHAH. The fourth one is FARAH. And the fifth one is Umairah. Before we start, I would like to thank our lecturers, which is Dr. CHUA or Dr. NURSAFIYA, and our second lecturer, which is Dr. IRLISUHAYU, BINTI RAMLI, for giving us the opportunity to do the presentation through a video format like this. This video presentation is for the course code ECO120 that stands for Principles of Economics. So our group today will be presenting over the unemployment that happens in Indonesia. To avoid wasting time, let's just start with the first content, which is introduction. The first main point under the introduction is the background of Indonesia. Indonesia is a large country with over 17,000 islands, which leads to rich soil and natural resources that indirectly help in farming, mining, and tourism. And it is also an important location for wood trade. And lastly, the economy is strong but can rise and fall with global crisis. Next is the unemployment and the line graph. Basically, unemployment in Indonesia shows both positive and negative periods based on World Bank data, and these changes prove that unemployment is closely linked to the country's economic background. The line graph shows the unemployment rate from 1991 to 2024. The highest rate was 11.24% in 2005 during economic difficulty. The lowest rate was 2.6% in 1996 when the economy was strong before the Asian financial crisis. In recent years, the unemployment rate has stayed relatively low, with the most recent figure at 3.3% in 2024. Overall, the graph highlights how unemployment rises and falls in response to changes in the economy. The objective of the study is to explain unemployment in Indonesia by identifying the types of unemployment occurred, and also to show how unemployment affects workers in rural and urban areas. The study also examines the effects of unemployment, including reduced income, increased poverty, limited opportunities for young people, and slower economic growth. It looks at public policies such as vocational training and etc. Finally, the study provides recommendations such as improving education, encouraging investment, and etc. Overall, goal is to reduce unemployment and support economic growth.
There are 3 types of unemployment in Indonesia, which is cyclical unemployment, structural unemployment, and disguised unemployment. First of all, I will explain to you about the cyclical unemployment. Cyclical unemployment happens when people lose their job because the economy is going through downturn or crisis. In Indonesia, a clear example of this occurred during the Asian financial crisis in the late 1990s. According to Indonesia Investment 2025, the crisis caused Indonesia employment rate to rise over 20%. Many businesses faced serious financial problems, consumer spending dropped, and companies were forced to reduce production, cut working hours, and lay off workers. This situation was not caused by workers lacking skills or education. Instead, it happened because the economy was very weak at that time. Even workers who managed to keep their job often could not work full-time and had to accept part-time or lower quality position. As a result, underemployment increased rapidly where workers were employed but not fully utilizing their skills or working capacity. This clearly showed that the rise in unemployment and underemployment was closely linked to change in the economy cycle. Therefore, this situation fit the characteristic of cyclical unemployment rather than other type of unemployment. Next, I will explain about structural unemployment. First of all, structural unemployment occurs when there is a mismatch between workers' skills and the job available in the economy. In Indonesia, this is a major issue. According to Sanders and Young 2020, many people are willing to work, but the labor market does not create enough quality jobs that meet their education and skills. As Indonesia shifts from agriculture to services and industry, many new jobs are low paid or unsuitable for workers' qualification. This situation shows how change in economy structure can lead to structural unemployment. Lastly, I will explain about disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment happens when people are employed but their times and skills are not fully utilized. In Indonesia, this is common in informal and low-quality jobs. According to Ramadan and Nugroho 2024, although unemployment rates appear low, many workers remain under employment and lack job security and stable income. This shows that employment figure may look positive, but many workers are not benefiting from meaningful for productive work. This concludes my explanation on the different types of unemployment. I will now hand over the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
I will talk about the effects of unemployment in Indonesia on individual and society. First, unemployment increases poverty. People earn less money, which makes it harder for them to meet their daily needs. Young people and workers in unstable jobs are most affected. Second, unemployment lowers self-confidence. People may feel sad, lose their self-worth, and find it hard to get new jobs. Third, unemployment can lead to more crime. Some people may turn to illegal activities to survive, and long-term unemployment can cause frustration and anger. Unemployment also affects both the economy and the country. When many people are unemployed, labor resources are wasted and the economy can't reach its full potential. Unemployment also reduces productivity because people without jobs have no income to spend. As a result, businesses earn less, reduce production, and may lay off more workers. In addition, the government collects less tax but needs to spend more on welfare. This reduces money for development and education.
Today I will explain how fiscal policy help to reduce unemployment in Indonesia. Fiscal policy refers to the government use of public spending and tax to influence economic activity and employment. In Indonesia, the government adopt an expansionary fiscal policy to stimulate economic growth and create more job opportunity for the public. One of the main objectives of fiscal policy is to reduce unemployment by increasing labor demand. This is achieved through higher government spending, especially on infrastructure projects such as road, bridge, and airports. This project not only support economic development but also create more job opportunities for the public. In addition, the Indonesian government implements various employment-related programs. One of the most important initiatives is the pre-employment card or Kartu Pekerja, which focuses on training skills and job matching. Vocational education, job training centers, and labor-intensive program also help improve workforce skills and employability, especially during the post-pandemic recovery period. Fiscal policy also includes tax reform and subsidies. Tax reform aims to improve efficiency without slowing down economic activity, while subsidy for essential sectors like food and energy help reduce the financial burden on households and businesses. In conclusion, expansionary fiscal policy play a crucial role in reducing unemployment in Indonesia by increasing public spending, improving skills, and supporting economic stability. Fiscal policy help create sustainable job opportunity and support long-term national development.
Now we go to my part, which is recommendation, the solution to unemployment in Indonesia. First, training and technical education through Balai Latihan Kerja, or we call it as BLK. Indonesia faces higher and rural unemployment mainly because of mismatch between education and job market needs. Many young people do not have practical skill in agriculture, tourism and services. To solve this, government should strengthen Balai Latihan Kerja by providing vocational training in modern agriculture, tourism, hospitality and digital skill. This can improve employability, productivity and income. In the long term, it helps reduce poverty, rural-urban migration and creates a skilled workforce. Second recommendation is the development of new land. Many rural areas in Indonesia have either or underutilized land, which leads to low agricultural productivity and unemployment. Since Indonesia has ABDUL land and a large rural workforce, the government can convert either land into productive agricultural areas. These projects create jobs in land clearing, planting and harvesting, provide immediate employment, and increase farmers' income while supporting food security. The last one is job creation through tourism. Indonesia has strong tourism potential due to its natural beauty and cultural diversity. Tourism has reduced seasonal unemployment in agriculture by offering alternative income, especially in rural and island communities. It creates jobs in accommodation, transportation, tourist services and small businesses. With government support through training and long-term policies, tourism can improve living standards and provide stable and sustainable employment.
The last part, which is the conclusion, where unemployment in Indonesia affects both the economy and people's life. It is not only about numbers but also about dignity, confidence and opportunities. It causes poverty, less income and fewer chances for young people. It shows weaknesses in education and growth. Government, schools, businesses and people must work together to solve it. Education, training and creativity are important for preparing for jobs. Jobs should give income, purpose and dignity. And lastly, solving unemployment needs short-term action and long-term planning. By using proper references, we show that our study is based on facts and not just opinions. Thank you.